In Naples, Florida, prosecutors discovered a plan by Purdue to use a patient as a poster child for high doses of OxyContin. The man's name was Gary Blinn, a former heroin addict with a high tolerance for opioids. He told me he was looking for relief from crippling back pain when he stumbled on a doctor named Stephen Montaldi.
So I found Steve Montaldi. Started with steroid injections, and he knew how severe the case was and treated me with the morphine. I came out of the office one day, and there was a very attractive young lady out there. Asked her if she could talk to me. I said, sure. She introduced herself. I'm Stephanie Kaufman, and I'm a representative of Purdue. And we have a drug called OxyContin, and we'd like to offer you a deal, a trial. You know, we pick up all the costs if you consider switching to our drugs. She said there's a special formula. You just take as much as you need. You can keep on going up until you get enough pain relief. And chances are overdosing are very slim. You know, so no money. They were going to pay for everything. I said, sounds like a deal.
Stephanie Kaufman was the Purdue sales rep for Southwest Florida. She would also enter into a sexual relationship with Blinn's Dr. Montaldi.
She knew my history. She was prepped.
Why did Stephanie say she was willing to give you the drugs for free?
Because it was a trial from Purdue. Excuse me. You know, it was they were testing it. They started me with maybe 8 or 10 twice a day. 160 is the highest dose. And that wasn't working. So then it just kept on raising it. 12 2 times a day, and then 15. I wasn't doing it. So we went up to 20. And I said, this still isn't doing it. So he made a phone call. He told me it was to the doctors at Purdue. And they said, you know, give him more. So that's when we got up to the 25, twice a day, 50 pills a day. It would almost take me 15 minutes just to eat them all. You know, it was like sitting down to a bowl of Cheerios, you know. I was starting to feel a little toxic, like my body was telling me that we're not doing well. But I mean, what can I do but take more? You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you're in that much pain and you're addicted to that such a high dose, no matter what it is, I mean, you're a trap rat.
Blinn was taking the equivalent of 200 hits of heroin a day. He kept the prescription bottle for 20 years because he thought something was not right.
I knew I was being used. My doses were for being a guinea pig or an example. I think their plan didn't start off like, here's what we're going to do with this guy. When they saw that I was, you know, functioning, taking the higher doses, I believe they thought they could just, you know, give him as many as he wants. You know, they knew that was a goal, to keep on adding more.
When Montaldi left town, he kept prescribing high dosages for Blinn without reviewing his condition. Kaufman herself would deliver the drugs to Blinn. Even though the pills were free, Kaufman got a bonus for the high doses. More important, Purdue used Blinn's prescription as a marketing tool to prove to other doctors that no dose of OxyContin was too high.
That seems kind of over the line, but for somebody like